Jai Sriman Narayan. Jai Sriman Narayan. Jai Sriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that are watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally, and I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted in the various groups and YouTube subsequently. We are in the midst of celebrating the most auspicious time in our Sanatan Dharma, especially two of the greatest Ramanujans took their birth in this month, namely Lord Sri Ramanuj himself and my own Guru Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. It is in this context that we have started this 22 days of continuous Satsangs in honor of these two great spiritual dynamites. The explosion of this spiritual dynamite is being felt around the world. It is this potency emitting from these two great personalities that will transform this world into a divine society. If you look around, and as stated by Arch Bishop Ngcobo yesterday, there are many interfaith organizations that are currently existing, but they have no clout. They have been created to fulfill a political criteria only. Interfaith is not a word experience. Interfaith is not a word experience. Interfaith must be tangibly experienced by those that purport themselves to be in this zone. And here at the Sri Narayan Dham, we had shown that we have become the laboratory of experiencing the different faiths, mixing it up into an explosion of spiritual potency. Everyone equally experienced this potency whenever we interact in this manner. So here at the Sri Narayan Dham, as I've stated and continue to state, 1 + 1 must equal to 2. We must be rational, we must be logical, we must be and experience it must be felt by those that are within the spiritual bubble and also felt by those from the outside. So, we are going to launch in a very small way, but in a very potent way, our interfaith committee tomorrow at 5 p.m. Within 7 days, we are launching our International Interfaith Social Cohesion and Peace Committee tomorrow at 5 p.m. This is going to be, it is historical in that it is real spirituality. This is not a window dressing with any agenda other than it being created for the very purposes of its creation. This road leading to the culmination of tomorrow's launch started in 2013. We started with 4 satsangs a week in and around Durban. And I remember clearly the Saligram Hall, which was a 4-seater. And for over a year, we only filled the first row with half its capacity, 6 devotees. For over a year, we only had 6 devotees in the front row. And Short Satish Bhai is one of those devotees that used to come regularly every Tuesday and sit in the first row. However, our mission was not how many people come and fill as the audience. We continued in the same quality, notwithstanding the quantity. We were never quantity-based, always quality-based. And after a year, every Tuesday, that hall was filled to its capacity. Similarly, our satsangs at the Sipingo Goshala, Rajput Hall, and our halls in Phoenix began filling to capacity. The trend was the same, 6 or 7 devotees at each of these centers for an entire year. Then those of you that started coming to this satsang specifically, here at 28 Dunstaple Crescent, Reservoir Hills, you would have noticed from 2019, when we started our satsangs here officially, this hall is full, half full, quarter full, 3/4 full. It does not hamper the Guru's upward progress in terms of spirituality and the content of our teaching. Our quality is always 7-star. We are not motivated or appeased by how many people attend our satsang. And this is why the Lord has injected us with total spiritual potency, for we are doing His work 100%. We also welcome on the spiritual side the 12 alvars. They are resting at the back of the ashram since yesterday, but from Monday, Vasudeva Ramanuj Das has promised that he will have them installed on the entrance side of the ashram. And this again is a world first. No ashram in the world has these 12 alvars lined from number 1 to number 12 on the building on the outside. So this is a world first. The alvars are going to sit in the Taj Mahal temple fabrications, emitting their spiritual potency when they are installed. So the Sri Narayan Dham has become a trend-setting institution in various aspects, from spirituality to religion to social cohesion. And again, I hear many people using the word social cohesion. Social cohesion cannot happen if God is not involved. Social cohesion cannot happen if God is not involved. For the common denominator in social cohesion has to be the morals, principles, integrity of the Supreme Lord Himself. Only when this is the substratum, then can the fabric of society look at each other equally. And we are at the Sri Narayan Dham has been doing a lot of work debunking a whole lot of myths about Sanatan Dharma and Hinduism. And in the last 2 weeks, you would have noticed that those very same people that were critical of our murtis are now embracing our murtis with both hands. They are feeling the divinity, and our murtis are the reservoir of all divine potencies that's present in this ashram. We have also debunked the myth of cow worship, and you would have noticed last week Sunday, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, blacks, whites, coloreds, all embracing Lakshmi and Saraswati with absolute love and devotion. And these are tangible results of what we can claim there is second to none in this world. Tangible results which we can claim there is second to none in this world. We have to give praise to the Supreme Lord for injecting this institution with His potency from various dimensions, from the dimension of all the religions. Every religious leader feels absolutely at peace within himself when he sits in this domain. All his fears and perceptions disappear, and he sees the Sri Narayan Dham for what it really is. The Sri Narayan Dham is a center for oneness. Sri Narayan Dham is a center for oneness, and the fact that people from outside our culture, outside our spiritual understanding are enforcing themselves for this interfaith committee to take its birth at the Sri Narayan Dham or from the Sri Narayan Dham is enough evidence that the Sri Narayan Dham is now an international entity for multi-ethnic, multi-religious, multi-cultural and inter-religious tolerance. And I'm saying social cohesion is part of our constitution, religious tolerance is part of our constitution, and the Sri Narayan Dham can exclusively claim proprietorship of bringing these aspects of the constitution into life. And the evidence is within the people of South Africa and the various religious leaders themselves. Everything we do at the Sri Narayan Dham is evidence-based. There is nothing that happens at the Sri Narayan Dham that is mystical or mysterious. Everything is evidence-based. And this is my mission. This is the reason why I took my birth in South Africa. This is the reason why this location, which was a haven for criminality, which was a forest, which had 3 flooded sewage systems, which was like little rivulets spreading across the length and breadth of this land. I even made Tiveshni stand in front of one of the spilling sewages, and I made her dad take a photograph in 2018. So one day we could show the world that we transformed this smelly forest full of snakes, insects, spiders, undergrowth, overgrowth, and we brought it to this divine status. This is only possible because of the 2 great Ramanujans, Lord Sri Ramanuj and Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. Both of them together in a cohesion is the result and continuity of this divine mission. So to sum up, the month of the Ramanujans has tangibly changed material consciousness on this planet Earth, and it will continue to do so as long as this mission is kept alive and kicking. Every year in this month we will take stock of how much impact we had in changing the lives of human, animals plants, trees, reptiles, changing the complete environment that we live in. We're going to go out into society and we're going to weave different traditions, different ethnic understanding, different cultural understanding, different philosophies, various religions into one cloth. And for that, I've stated previously, you cannot do or use the word social cohesion. You have to practically be a glue for social cohesion yourself. And that glue is the spiritual potency of the Supreme Lord Himself. Jai Sri Narayan.